You guys enjoyed it?
Yes.
It's beautiful views, aren't they?
Yes.
Also, you can come around here to see the sunrise, for example. And as you guys saw, there is kind of like a fire pit also over there. You could bring something and cook over there, if it's not windy, of course. To the left-hand side, down there, bottom left-hand side, there is a road that carries on. The road keeps on going until the end, and when you reach the end, there's a walk that you can do on the Ponte de São Lourenço until the end. And people, when they do that walk, they like to, when they finish, you can walk back, or you can go on a catamaran or little boats coming to shore. It's nice, it's pretty, it's quite nice. But it's a walk, as you see the landscaping here. It's more towards the dry and doesn't offer too much shade from the sun, for example. So you need kind of like a hat or something. All right, guys, ready for the ram? Yes. I didn't feel too much enthusiasm over here. The ram that I'm going to bring you for you guys today, it's the 970. 1970, the rum, well, not the rum, but the barrels. French oak barrels, they are staged in French oak barrels. This one, especially that I'm going to bring, it's a 3-year-old rum. But for me the best, it's the 6-year-old, because the 6-year-old already has like a gold medal, bronze medal, silver medal. It's a nice rum. They give you the 3-year-old because it's not, it's less expensive for you guys to try. But you can have the taste. Along with that, like I told you, I'm going to bring you a biscuit, which is also made with the molasses from the sweet sugar cane. It's quite nice. And actually, you guys, today, you guys are going to be lucky because you can see the process, how they do with the sweet sugar cane. So it's on the time they are already harvesting all around the island. Sweet sugar cane to take to the distillery and to do the process where we extract the molasses and the rum. We used to extract sugar, but we don't do sugar no longer. One of the strongest rums that we sell, it's 80%. Yes. And it's legal, guys, it's legal, yeah. We've got one which is about 60%, also legal, and has a gold medal in the Brussels, in a rum competition. To my left-hand side, down there, you're gonna see a tree. That's the tree over there. You see a tree with a little bit of leaves on the top? That's the dragon tree, Dragoeiro. Draconeia, that one there. Dragoeiro, it's a type of tree that is not a tree, let's say. This is called gigantism of the plants. If you knock on the log of the dragon tree, you're gonna hear that it's hollow. And it's hollow on the inside. In Porto Santo, when they discovered Porto Santo, the dragon trees were very big. They used to cut them in two, and because they are hollow, they used to do canoes that used to fit 7 people on the inside. The dragon tree, if you do a small cut on the dragon tree, it's going to come out a transparent liquid. And that liquid, with contact with the air, turns red. And years ago, they used to grab that stuff to do kind of like a dye, to incorporate on fabric, to put color on fabric. Also, because it's a dragon tree, they used to also do kind of like a drink with that liquid. And the drink was like the man saying, "Oh, drink this, it's a dragon tree, you're gonna be strong." But no. It produces a fruit which is edible, but it's very sour. If you want to cry a little bit, you can try that fruit. It's very sour. Have you guys tried Madeira wine?
Yes.
It's fortified wine. So it's a type of wine. Some of the wines they pair with food, but it's a type of wine to drink before or after a meal. It's about 19%. Madeira wine is kind of like port, for those who tried port. A little bit. But Madeira, it's older than port. In America, the Declaration of Independence, when they signed the Declaration of Independence, in the end, all of them, they celebrated with Madeira wine. Yes, the toast with the Madeira wine. Some people, they like to buy Madeira wine to take back home, because some of the years that you buy, they are always increasing on value, which is good. For example, speaking about value, we had the presence in here of this very small figure called Napoleon Bonaparte. So Napoleon came in here, and the Institute of Wine decided to offer him a barrel of wine. He was excited with that. He took the barrel back to France, but not long time after, he ended up dying. Not because of the wine, guys, not natural causes, but the wine stayed in France. And the Institute of Wine, they wanted to get the wine back. What they did, they traveled to France and they were successful. They brought the wine back. Guys, there is still bottles of that wine to sell. Of course, you won't see that in the shop, only for collectors. Minimal asking price, 10,000 euros. 10,000 euros. And again, if you buy that wine, it's not for, again, to increase on value. Very expensive wine. Okay, so have you guys been to the farmers market in Funchal?
Yes.
Nobody?
Yes.
Not yet? Yes? Who said yes? In the back. How was your experience? Good?
Yes, lovely.
Lovely. How was the prices for you of the fruits? Expensive?
Well,
Okay, so guys, farmers market in Funchal, it is a nice place to visit. I even recommend for you guys to go in the morning. This is where also that you can see the fish market, and you got to see more varieties. While in there, you can see our flowers, our fruits, fish, spices, arts and crafts, a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna give all of you guys a friendly advice visiting the farmers market. On the fruits department, when you guys go in the fruit department, the sellers straight away, they're gonna notice that you guys are not locals, and they're gonna call you guys to try their fruits. Guys, go for it. It is free of charge. You can try as many as you can. But without you guys seeing what they do, they've got the fruit, they give it to you guys, and you guys are like, wow, this is amazing. Let's buy 50 tons of this. Nice and sweet. Why it's nice and sweet? Because they put sugar on the fruits, so it's going to be extra sweet. Not only that, well, you guys now know this information. You guys are going to walk around there. You're going to see a guy in the stands, and the guy's just over there. He's going to ask you, do you want to try this fruit? He picks up the fruit off the basket and he cuts the fruit in your front, and you're going to think, well, this is the honest guy from the farmer's market. I have to buy fruits from this guy because this guy is very honest. Don't get fooled, guys. On the knife that is going to pick up, the knife is inside of a cup. Inside of that cup already contains a sweet syrup. When he picks it up, it will spread on the fruit, and you guys, again, a bump of sugar. Prior to the COVID, there was a German guest in here, a young man. So he did a couple of places, touristic places and so, and in the end he went to the farmers market. While visiting the farmers market, he bought some fruits and tried a few more. He bought 2 pitayas. You guys know what is a pitaya? You do? It's a very short man like this. I'm joking. It's a fruit that looks like the shape of a heart. And he bought not even a kilo of fruits. On his bag, not even a kilo of fruits, guys. What do you guys think that he spent? Let's play the prices right, okay? A little bit. How much do you guys think that he spent in a kilo, not even a kilo of fruits? 10 euros. 25. 50.
100.
100. We stop in the hundreds? Okay. Alright, you were not far away. From that 100, take 10 out. He spends 90 euros, 90, and not even a kilo of fruits. So, guys, it's cheaper to buy gold than to buy fruits in the farmers market. Yes. You will gonna see when you visit that the prices are ridiculous. Okay. With that case that happened, the guy, what he did, he went back to the hotel. at the hotel. He decided to share a video. He was very upset with his experience. I think if it was with us, we would say, hey, keep the bag with you. I'm going to treat myself tonight. When he was in the hotel, he opened the bag, he was slicing the fruits and he was consuming the fruits, and he was saying in the video, this is not the same taste. Why? Because of the sugar. The video went viral. Even in Germany, they show that to warn the next travelers. I know a person that works in a farmer's market. In 25 years of work in the farmer's market, he has a garage with 8 cars already paid for, and he owns 2 houses already paid for. Guys, if you want an opportunity for business, don't get into tourism in Madeira. Open a small shed in the farmer's market. It's more successful. I heard they're going to change the name for Dolce and Gabbana, the name of the market. It is very expensive. Do the visit, it's worth it. If you want to buy any fruits, you can. If you feel that is a good price, yes, buy them. But you guys already have the information with you. You know what's happening in there, so go for it. If you want to buy some of the exotic fruits, you can find them in supermarkets, fruit shops outside of the farmers market. For example, we've got the banana pineapple. You guys know what it is?
Yes.
You do? It's a very short lady, like this size. I'll show you. I'll show you also this fruit today and which plant produces this fruit. And this fruit, guys, we have here a lot, and we basically don't consume it. In some places outside of Funchal, I already saw this fruit selling at €2 per fruit. Farmers market, this fruit can go to from €40 per fruit to €50 a kilo. Yes, you'll see that once you arrive there. But yeah, I'll show you this afterwards. It's a shame because I think in their minds, the sellers, they think, oh, you guys only go for one day or one time in here in Madeira, so they can try to rip you off. But no, when you guys arrive to your own place, you're gonna tell your experience, and you're gonna say, oh, don't try to not avoid the farmers market, but don't buy fruits over there. It's not good. Okay, time of the day that we are exiting the north towards the south. Acacias to my right hand side, the yellow flower, see? Okay, so the distillery of rum. The rum in here, when we start to colonize the island, to my right hand side, sweet sugar cane, see? They are harvesting. When they discovered the islands on the 1419, the process of colonization of the island started in between the 1420 till the 1425. We've brought more people from the north, from Porto, from the north of Portugal, Porto, Braga, and so on. And also we brought convicts, yes, to help on the construction, because, you know, convicts, where they should go. They cannot cross the continent. And the first intention of crops in here was cereal. It was not very successful. The king wanted to plant cereals to supply Portugal. We did that for a year, but with not much success. So on one of his travels, the king's travels, he went to Italy, Sicily, and he came across with a sweet sugar cane. So he thought, oh, I think this is a good thing to plant in Madeira. So he brought, and that's where our economy grew a lot. Still today we rely on the sweet sugar cane. Madeira on the 1500s was considered one of the biggest exporters in the world of sugar. We don't do that no longer, unfortunately. But on the 1500s we had there was a time that we had about 67 distilleries of rum, guys. Yes, that's why here we like to drink a lot. Comes from the history. Nowadays we only have about 7 because it's more controlled. On the 1500s also, on the sweet sugar cane, we had the slaves also on the farming grounds. But the slaves, we treat them differently than Portugal mainland. So in Portugal mainland, they were separating the slaves. So they were putting the slaves in different bedrooms, even the meals they were putting in them apart from the main. in here, it was a good strategy and it worked to avoid rebellion. What they did, they put the slaves together with the normal workers. So even to share the meals, they were doing the meals together and they were sleeping in the same places together to avoid rebellion, because if you had a rebellion here, it would be very complicated. On the 1500s, we had three types of mills. We had the one which was the help of the animals. Another one, a help of the power of the water. And the last one, less used, was with the power of humans. Guys, we're talking about the 1500s. The power of the humans. They had a mill which kind of like 3 cylinders altogether, and the slaves used to put the sweet sugar cane through the cylinders to squeeze off the juices. But on the sides of every of those mills, there was a machete. You guys know why? I'm talking about the 1500s, okay? The foreman, say for example that the slaves were distracted to speaking about the new girl on the bakery shop, and they were distracted. The machine will, if it didn't take the hand out, the hand will keep on going, and the body too. So the foreman straight away cut his hand. 1500, guys. Health and safety came years and years afterwards, okay? And still today, the machinery that you are going to see, you're going to be able to go inside of the distillery and see the process of that. Everything is reused, even the waste of the sweet sugar cane, the white stuff that the final product, they put in a car, and it's fertilizer again for the land. When the farmers, because the farmers, they sell the sweet sugar cane by weight, so what they do a day prior to the harvest of the sweet sugar cane, they put loads of water on the farming ground to get them heavy. And when they arrive in here, the guy that receives the counting, does the weights, he said, oh, I cannot wait it today. It needs to be tomorrow for once to dry in the sun to get the water out. So it's very complicated. We do also share stories with a Y. A Y also has a kind of like orography, almost similar to ours. We already were doing the sweet sugar cane plantation, and the king of Hawaii, he wanted also farmers that know how to go in the mountains and walk in the mountains. And one time his doctor, on one of his travels, the doctor spent some holidays in here with his wife, and he saw our farmers doing the sweet sugar cane, planting, harvesting them, and so. When he went back, he told the king, I think I've got the right people from here. So the king sent people in here, offer a little bit more conditions, and the people start going to Hawaii. As we didn't speak the native language, we took stuff from here to keep us entertained. So we took a very small guitar that we've got in Portugal, which is called cavaquinha. That was the inspiration for the ukulele, that very small guitar. And also we do a sweet on the time of the carnival, which is in February. We do a sweet which we also pour the molasses on the top. We call that sweet malassada. Malassada, it's kind of like a dough, then we deep fry it, and then you just pour the molasses on the top. Guys, until today, there's a street in Hawaii under the name Madeira, and Malassada, it's a national holiday in Hawaii. They got the Malassada Day, which was the origin in here of Madeira. And if you ever go to Hawaii, you're going to see the food trucks, the fast food trucks on the roads and also, and they're going to be advertising. They got hot dogs, burgers, and malassadas. So it's a big thing over there. Under the Portuguese influence. It's funny to see, all of this. I already had a few people, not many, I would say maybe 7 to 8, some people from Hawaii with Portuguese names, and they came here to search for their family roots. Yeah. All right, my good people, we are arriving to the distillery of rum. Over here, you guys will follow me. We're gonna do the tasting first. and then you guys gonna have a little bit of time to explore around. You can visit the distillery free of charge and see the process of the sweet sugar cane, and you can go also nearby the beach to take some pictures. There is toilets also here. I'll show you where they are. And if you want to buy any product, for example, in the souvenir shop, ask the ladies about the restriction, because they know if you can take that with you on the flight or not. Another very important thing, guys, very important is you will gonna see that drink Ponche. You will gonna see loads of bottles of Ponche selling all around, inclusive here. Do not buy them, okay? It's a waste of money. Ponche, it is a cocktail, so a cocktail needs to be made fresh. The ones in the bottle, they are not fresh, so don't buy it. If you want to buy a bottle from Madeira, Madeira rum or wine. No worries. Yes, they also do coffee in here, if you want. Oh, there to the left hand side. Where you see that big tree over there, a pine tree, which is an araucaria, came from Brazil. There is kind of like a bridge, so you guys can cross there and see that little bit of the beach. Over here, look here to your right hand side, sweet sugar cane. This is the entry to the factory. And see, that's the waste of the sweet sugar cane to your left hand side. So they're gonna pick up everything and take again to the land. Some of the machinery that you see inside, see, very old machinery, came from Liverpool and they're still being used today. The old, you know, the old stuff, the old machinery and everything, they are very reliable. At the top, from the souvenir shop, you got some toilets. You guys can use it over there, or you can go here to the right hand side, okay? But first of all, let's go and do the sample, and then you guys can go and forward that. The time it is now 11:40. We'll leave from here at 11:50, okay? 10 to 12.